You start the game as a bear and bird, Banjo Kazooie, and you guys are partnered up. Kazooie is your companion. She's in your backpack. She's sarcastic and loudmouth Brigo, who always has to put her foot in it and argue with Banjo. Unlike her sense of humor, Banjo is more adventurous and sarcastic. So, set in the home of the bear and bird, you start off in Spiral Mountain. The game starts off when Grantilda, this hideous rhyming witch, and she will get annoying throughout the game. She kidnaps Banjo's sister, Tootie, in order to steal her beauty. I'm rhyming too much here. But shocked and outraged at this, our Fury Feather duo sets out to retrieve Tootie and teach Grunty a lesson in the process. So this is a lot of fun. To do this, they must battle through Grunty's castle, and you'll have to fight countless minions of hers, explore many strange bizarre levels, and destroy each of her music-sealed doors. The favorite defiance of mechanism of old hags, apparently, the music-sealed doors are what prevents Banjo and Kazooie from getting to Grunty. And to break these seals, our heroes and heroine must collect the musical notes scattered throughout the game, 9 levels and 100 on each, of course. They can't simply wander around collecting the notes. So that's the story in a nutshell. You have to save your sister from this evil, ugly, rhyming witch, Grantilda, and it's up to you to stop and team up with your fellow characters, Mumbo Jumbo, Kazooie, to stop and save this Spiral Mountain from going downhill. So that's the story. Let's get into the gameplay. Be fair warned, Grantilda has made sure that their adventure is packed with many obstacles that you'll run into. There's so many things to talk about within these various levels, and to get musical notes, the duo must first unlock various levels, like I said, which are sealed, and you'll have to get them to unlock the jiggies as well. Each of these levels are very different. There's so many obstacles that you'll run into. Not only are you required to collect musical notes, you also have to collect 10 jigsaw pieces for each world known as jiggies. But the fun thing about it is when you get these jiggies, Banjo does this little dance which I personally love, and it's really funny to see it. So it's really incredible to see this. There's so much charm in each level. Exceptionally, there's a diverse and they're well designed. You'll go from a mountain to a range to a beach, a swamp, a desert, even a Christmas level of a winter wonderland, a cemetery for Halloween, a ship, and even a forest before going to a life and death quiz. So you must pay attention throughout this whole game because you will be quizzed at the end. Within each of these levels you'll find many of Grunty's cronies, and some of them are very annoying and some of them are very easy to defeat. You'll just have to do this barrel roll and they'll turn into a musical note. So you'll have entertaining characters that are perfectly written into the game's humorous script. None of these are more important than Mumbo Jumbo, the skeleton shaman who has the power to turn Banjo and all of manner of creatures and bottles, the short-sighted mole who teaches the bear and bird all these moves in the game. These two are your best friends in the game. You'll have to find Mumbo Jumbo pieces in order to transform into a creature or some sort of object that is required to defeat these levels, and they're a lot of fun. You have to find Mumbo Jumbo skulls throughout the world, and he'll ask for a certain amount of skulls until you reach a certain amount, like 5, and then he'll turn you to like some ant or a crocodile. These transformations that Mumbo will perform are just fantastic. The duo will turn into a bee, a walrus, a termite, crocodile, and even a pumpkin. Truly the stuff of fairy tales, which is awesome. Bottles, on the other hand, is a thick glass friend, and also he's very essential to the progression of the game. With Banjo-Kazooie stumble across his molehills, he will teach them new moves. You have to pay attention for these molehills because there's a lot of training that includes shooting eggs out of Kazooie's mouth and behind ass, and flying, swimming, jumping, and even wearing boots, which is super awesome because there's so many diverse levels, like I said, and wide range of moves and transformations available. But the thing is, the Jiggies are very processed, and sometimes you just need to land a sledge and Polar's bear, and other times you'll have to steal from a shark tooth treasure chest or even go underwater. So you have to turn into a pumpkin and get flushed down a toilet, eating turnpipes and even a crocodile, playing the piano with a ghostly hand, which is really fantastic for all those Halloween fans out there, feed a totem pole, save a dolphin, and I could keep going on. Combined with various hostiles, the level designs are enjoyable, and the dialogue, even though there's no voice acting, all you hear is It's just like kind of like grunts, and yeah, you'll have an engaging time and an awesome experience. So that's all for the gameplay and everything to come. Overall, the graphics are what you expect for a Nintendo 64 title released in '98, and I have to say, for the graphics in '98, they're pretty well done. Next to Mario 64 and Donkey Kong 64, they're right up there. This game, you know, it's massive worlds that you go to and everything that you explore, including the characters, the way they look, and the cartoony feel to it. It's very well done, and I just enjoy seeing everything, how it's all played out. Like Bottles has big eyes with his glasses. They put a lot of detail into that, even though it's kind of goofy, but it's the truth. Banjo's backpack, I mean his big feet, and his nose. It's like a cartoon you're watching, but you're also playing. And you know, like I said, the vast worlds are impressive, and the wall shows a lot of massive detail throughout the whole world. And overall, the graphics are pretty good. So I mean, there's really nothing to complain about graphic-wise. And you know, I didn't run into any glitches, so that's a good thing. And that's it for the graphics. There's so much to do that it really makes the game feel much deeper than 10 hours, and that's the honest truth. There's so many things to do. What's really great about it all is nothing even feels like a chore, and all the elements fit together like a jigsaw. In its day, Banjo-Kazooie revolutionized platforming, and it brought together fantastic level design, gameplay, great music, and a perfect story for kids and adults. From start to finish, the game was a joy to play, and I still love playing it. There's really no gripes about it. The controls work good, it's the right length, and it's so immersed, and the replayability is present. Over a decade has passed, but since its release, yet still to find fault in the game would be splitting hairs. Everyone should own a copy, even if it's on the N64 or the 360 Xbox Arcade. It's a great game, and it's outstanding. It gets a 10 out of 10 because it's one of those classics next to Zelda. This has been Critical Redemption with another game review, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Make sure to look out for my Banjo-Tooie review on Friday. Thank you guys, and happy gaming.